Caliendo, U23 National champ. So, take us through those matches. You fell in the first one. It was a close battle back and forth. You pulled away, and then you were able to push it to 3 and eventually get that win. What was the key to getting those wins?
Just wrestling smart, being able to change some things up, get to my attacks, not getting stuck underneath. He scored a couple times on that go behinds, so just not getting stuck underneath him. Wrestling smart and wanting it more.
What did you talk to your coaches about between round 1 and 2 and then round 2 and 3?
They always believe in me. They know I'm the better wrestler. Just like I said, wrestling smart. Just a couple things, I'm taking these shots. I'm letting him. He got like 3 go behinds on me that first match. Even got one on me the second match. But just eliminating that, keeping the score gap a little bit closer. And then, I trust my conditioning, and I'm always ready to go hard the full 6 minutes.
And then I heard the advice, no underhooks. Like, could you hear that advice and how
Oh, yeah, for sure. Everyone saw that semis match, so we know we can throw. But, yeah, it's still just wrestling smart. It doesn't matter if you can throw or not. The short time, and you just got to wrestle smart. He's going to go for something big. He's down a lot.
High-level coaches, high-level wrestlers in every room in Iowa City. How do you guys build off of each other? How do you guys feed off of each other to keep the energy high and keep competing at a high level?
Yeah, I mean, we're all hungry. We all want to win. I'm wrestling guys like Marinelli, Caleb Young every single day. Those guys help me tremendously, and they're especially when I'm trying to improve on my freestyle.
You never draw up a 2 out of 3, losing the first one, going to 3 matches. You want to sweep it 2 matches in a row. The way you went the hard way, right? When you go the hard way like that, how do you manage the best 2 out of 3? And do you guys talk about the best 2 out of 3 coming into a tournament like this? Right
here, staying mentally strong. Going into it, it's gonna be best out of 3. I drop 1 match, no big deal. I still, in my head, I'm just thinking I got 2 more. That's all there is to it. He's thinking he's only got 1 more. I'm thinking I got 2. So I think there's a big mental side to that too.
Any simulations in the room for a best 2 out of 3, or is it just like keep wrestling hard, do what you do?
I'm always prepared. I'm always prepared mentally to step on the mat no matter what, no matter how my body's feeling, and just being ready to compete the best I can. And just there's no quitting me. There's no way you're gonna get me to quit out there in the match. I'm always gonna be trying to score more points. I don't care if I'm down or if I'm up by 1 or doesn't matter. I'm always trying to score.
Had a lot of matches yesterday. Had a lot of matches today. It's a long tournament for you. Is there anything you learned about yourself? Learned about your wrestling style?
Yeah, and I think that kind of goes back to my body's not. Nobody's body's feeling the best. We're wrestling 6, 7 matches. I don't even remember how many, but nobody feels good after that, especially when you don't have that much time between matches. Your body's aching, but it's just being able to persevere through that. And yeah, that's the biggest thing to it. I think that's where a lot of guys fall short, because they're not ready to put a couple matches together, even though when they're not feeling their best.
How do you parlay this into next season, at the heels of next season, whether you wrestle in the World Championship, don't wrestle in the World Championship, whatever it may be? How do you take this and continue? You got 1 year left at the University of Iowa. How do you take this to get a team trophy, win a national title?
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, it's wrestling. I'm always just trying to improve. This is a good building block. I'm gonna be wrestling freestyle, after this next year. So it's good to get that experience under my belt, especially with, wrestling best out of 3. You're gonna have to go through that for a world team. So it's good to get that experience and know what it's like to go through a series like that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.